Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Girls Lacrosse on Somerville NTV. I'm Todd Harmon, and today the Highlanders open out their GBL schedule on the lacrosse pitch versus the Everett Crimson Tide. Highlanders come in 0-2 on the season, 2 opening losses outside the GBL, but now into GBL action where they and Medford are the 2 top teams. So you see the Highlanders with the ball in the attacking zone as Antonelli has gotten that off to Ava Davis. Davis, one of the better scorers for the Highlanders last year, gets that to Adriana DeGoyer. Now here to the near side is Ilya Valdez trying to get a hold of that ground ball. Infraction's going to go against the Highlanders, as Valdez is called for knocking the cross of the opponent, in that case, away. So now Everett looking to transition out, unable to though, as that one picked up there by Nora Gamache, or trying to be picked up by Gamache. Now once again, Everett will get this. As Antonelli applying the check there, causing the errant pass, looking to get to Maria Jose Cardenas. However, Highlanders able to take away is Fiona Rickson playing it forward. Now Emma Lounsbury breaking into the zone, drops that one off. Highlanders on the attack here as Plata, her pass is blocked. And that will once again go back to Everett. Offensive foul called there, covering up on Plata. It's the pass, once again, Everett unable to get it into the attacking zone. Plata now has open space as Camila is into the attacking zone. Looking to her left, she finds Antonelli. Antonelli drives, looks to get inside the arc and fire it home, and she does. As Regan Antonelli starts things for the Highlanders today with a goal. Driving right into that scoring arc area, that critical scoring area in front of the goal. Nothing that could have been done by Brianna Sequeira.
21, Regan Antonelli.
Brianna Sequeira in goal for the Crimson Tide. Julia Raffkind in the goal for the Highlanders. Highlanders taking the 1-0 lead here, 10:07 remaining here in the first quarter. 12-minute quarters in girls lacrosse. 12 players on the pitch. Goalie for each team, then 11 position players. 3 midfielders. And then 4 each defenders and attackers. As Plata bringing this one down. Gets it over to Davis. Davis receives the pass nicely. Drives into the critical scoring area. She will pull away as she finds herself back at that X position behind the net. Over to the near side, Ilya Valdez drops that one off to Adriana DeGoyer, and DeGoyer gets it back to Valdez. Working it behind to Rowan Buckley. As Buckley gives it off to Davis, the Highlanders taking their time with their offense, trying to find a good cutter here as Davis spins away from the defense. Double team comes though. As that ball stolen away, the pass out, trying to get to Melissa Mireles. Highlanders able to take away. Plata goes to the inside to Goyer, fires that one wide to the near side. Just like the boys' game of lacrosse, the team closest to an errant shot as it goes out of bounds will receive the ball. Thought the Highlanders were the closest as Buckley was back there. However, Everett coming away with the ball here. As they work that one forward, Miralak unable to get it away cleanly, but Plata called for the penalty. As Everett will move the ball upfield as Vertiero with it now. Good speed there by Amanda Vertiero. She breaks into the attacking zone. Gamache is on her. You know the speed that Nora Gamache has. She gives her off to Fiona Rickson. Rickson, such an incredibly vital component of the soccer team defensively, playing the defensive end here in lacrosse as well. So now Everett trying to find a way through this zone defense of the Highlanders. Actually, they are in a man-to-man right now. As Antonelli dealing with Damasino. As Nicole Damasino has the ball. Checking in girls lacrosse. Contact is not allowed. You can contact the opposing cross, their stick, when they have the ball with your cross. So Antonelli, who is playing basically prevent here, preventing the pass, trying to man up against Damasino, I should say, has the opportunity to knock the ball out of the cross with her cross if she chose to. She's called for illegal coverage. There is Antonelli. As they work it inside, what a shot there. As Vertiero able to put it home behind Rafkind. As Vertiero takes the goal. Her first of the match. We have a tie game here, 7:13 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders swept Everett last year in 3 games, 17-2, 17-2, and 18-2.
Vertiero.
As Vertiero gets the Everett goal here in the first quarter. Face-off after the play. Face-off so incredibly important in lacrosse. Regan Antonelli out there taking the face-off for the Highlanders against Damasino. A good face-off person and good combinations there. You have your 3 midfielders. Your center takes the face-off. Now Plata is able to control for the Highlanders. A good face-off is able to get you kind of a make-it-take-it situation after goals, because after every goal there is a face-off. As Valdez looks to the inside to the cutting Plata, gets by her. Davis will chase this one down. Now Davis uses her speed to get by the defense. Gets to the inside part of that Everett defense here, right in that 8-meter arc. Whistle sounds. No signal here, but illegal defense is the call, as I'm not seeing exactly what the signal is. Now Davis will have the opportunity here from that arc to drive in from that outside arc. She has to pass the ball, or once a defender approaches her, she can shoot. So now she could shoot, and she does, and puts it home. As she dropped it down past the right ankle of the goalie Sequeira. And the Highlanders back into the lead, 2-1.
Somerville goal, number 19, Ava Davis.
Mentioned that Davis was an excellent goal scorer last year for the Highlanders. Back again. One of the seniors on this team, along with Elia Valdez, Gertisha Morellis, Kate Timmons, Rowan Buckley, and Emma Lounsbury, as well as Adrienne DeGoyer. Antonelli once again against Damasino. Highlanders looking for that make-it-take-it that I was talking about here. As Antonelli, great job by Regan as she's able to tip that right into her cross. Drives into the attacking zone. She'll pull out the attack, drop it off with Elia Valdez. Back over to Antonelli. So get it down low to Buckley in that X position. She'll pull away. The key on the offensive end, try to find cutters. You can also screen the opponent. Similar to a screen in basketball, as Buckley now back at that X position. So they work it around the perimeter. Highlanders leading this one 2-1. Plata cutting with the ball. She'll spin away from the defense. Gets to the inside. Puts that one in. Oh my goodness. Good save there by Sequeira. She was able to get the big cross on it and knock it away. Antonelli with the rebound now as she controls. Gets it back out to Plata. Now DeGoyer. Possibly a lane there for her. Instead, she comes to the near side to Valdez. Now the cutter is Plata. She's right inside. Fires that one. Did not come out of the cross cleanly, as Sequeira was able to stop it. We'll see what the call is as the whistle has sounded. The ball inside that crease, that goalie circle. And the Highlanders called for the infraction on that attack. As they called a sphere infraction, an offensive sphere infraction, as Antonelli tripped down to the pitch. The sphere being the sphere of one's head. Probably on the follow through on that shot from Plata. Her cross was in the sphere around the head of one of the Crimson Tide players. That shot goes awry. Damasino tries to clear it out. Wound up getting checked out of her cross into the goalie circle. Sequeira controlling it here. Highlanders steal it right away. Ava Davis. Oh my goodness gracious. Great hand-eye coordination there as Davis, smooth as silk, steals that pass away and puts it home. That's her second goal of the match. Highlanders lead this one 3-1.
Somerville goal, number 19, Ava Davis.
4:35 remaining here. Highlanders score the goal, get the face-off win, able to score another goal, lead now 3-1. See the importance of those face-offs as Antonelli versus Damasino. Ball is placed upon the two crosses, and then they split them apart, flinging the ball into the air. As Antonelli, nice job there, strategically flung that one right back to Plata. As now Camila looks to pass down to Davis. Davis with the ball. She's got a lane. She'll pull it back out. Gets it over to Ilya Valdez. Valdez unable to control it in the cross. Ground ball picked up by Davis. She's got a lane to the goal. Drops it off with Buckley. As Buckley cuts in front of the net. Fires that one, blocked. Great job by Sequeira. And we have another whistle. As Buckley will get the restart. It will be back behind the net. Defenders have to be 4 meters away, 4 yards away, either way. As Buckley now gets it started, tries the pass right in front there to Lounsbury, but stolen away. Great steal there by Amanda Vertiero, but the Highlanders going after it here as Vertiero lost it out of the cross. Now Vertiero able to pick it up. Looks to pass that one downfield, but couldn't quite cleanly get it out of the cross. And there's Antonelli picking up the ground ball. Highlanders now on the attack. Trying to give it off to Plata as Camilla's got to grab the ground ball. She does. Brings it back to the near side. That's DeGoyer right at the top of the slot. Pass down to Davis on the right side. Davis now double teamed. Pass out to Plata. Plata's able to get it as Vertiero almost was able to steal that one away. The pass over to Valdez, though. Not able to control it. Out of bounds. Damasino will get the restart for the Crimson Tide. 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders leading by 2, 3-1. As Damasino with Buckley right on her, forces the poor pass, and DeGoyer is able to pick it off. So Highlanders return to the attack. See the check right there, but the whistle sounds as the cross got near the head. Great pass there to Lounsbury. She's got it controlled, flips it, trying to a little underhanded scoop, but it ended up going up and over the crossbar. Now Buckley fires that one. Blocked once again by Sequeira. Highlanders put that one in, though, as the rebound bounced around, and Buckley knew what to do with it. Highlanders able to take the 4-1 lead now. So I believe Rowan Buckley was the one who got that goal. Or was it Lounsbury? It might have been Lounsbury. So Lounsbury was the one getting that goal. .2:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders lead this one 4-1. Now Lounsbury into the face-off circle. See how she does. Antonelli's been excellent in there so far for the Highlanders. That ball knocked down. Layla Mahoney able to pick that one up as she scoops it up from the ground. It's Mahoney now showing her speed into the attacking zone. Passes that one down looking for Buckley. She's in alone. Fires it. Oh my goodness, what a block there by Sequeira. She was able to block that ball off here to the near side as Buckley was right on the doorstep, point blank. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Highlanders will get the restart here as Ava Davis will get things going. Mahoney flashing out, looking for the pass. Davis will keep it. Lounsbury, you saw there, flashing right through that slot area in front of the goal. Davis spins away from the defender. She'll take it herself, and Ava Davis finds the back of the net. She's got a pure hat trick with 3 goals in the first quarter. 5-1 is your Highlander lead with 1:33 remaining. You see Davis, such an effective shooter, able to get that ball. She'll fire it down at the ground, bouncing it past the goalie, Sequeira. Those balls down around the ankle, so difficult to handle for the goalie position. Face off here with the Highlanders leading 5-1. As Mahoney trying to chase this one down. Went to the turf but got right back up. Ground ball up into the air now. And Everett will control as Isabella Bicalho breaks into the attacking zone. Check there by DeGoyer from behind. And she will be called for the infraction, so Everett will get the restart.
One minute left in the quarter. 1 minute.
As the Crimson Tide control. Bicalho with it. Loses it out of the cross. Nice defense there. As Rickson caused the turnover, Mahoney gets it up to Buckland. As Buckley now leading the attack for the Highlanders into the attacking zone. Ava Davis now with the ball. .21 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Highlanders looking to build on their full goal lead, but the errant pass picked up by the Crimson Tide. Trying to clear it out of their zone, though, unable to do it cleanly, and Abby McDonald picks it up. Ground ball now. Gertisha Morellis able to grab that one. As that will do it for the first quarter of play. Highlanders 5 goals in that quarter, 3 by Ava Davis. Regan Antonelli got 1. Emma Lounsbury as well put 1 home for the Highlanders. They lead 5-1 as we move towards the second quarter. Don't forget, here on Somerville Ed TV, we have got great sports throughout the entire spring season, as we have boys lacrosse, boys volleyball, baseball, softball, and of course, girls lacrosse as well. Girls lacrosse team, 2-time champions of the GBL, lost that championship last year to Medford. So that is a game down the road for the Highlanders to circle on the schedule. As the Mustangs and the Highlanders, they are the class of the GBL once again this year. Over on the boys lacrosse pitch, Highlander boys came away with their first win yesterday, a big victory over Revere as they got their first GBL win as well, going 1-0 in the GBL, a 15-2 win over Revere. Great game by Pasquale Candelino, as he had 5 goals in that game. Just a tremendous effort by Candelino, the senior offensive player on that team. Next game for the Highlanders, we will have them against Malden next Tuesday, April 14th. That'll be 4 o'clock here at Dilboy Stadium. Don't forget, we have coming up as well baseball here in Somerville. Ed TV, big things going on at Trum Field. Wednesday, April 6th. The home opener for the Highlanders, their season opener as well, is Lynn Classical. The Rams will be in at Trum Field. 4:15 is your start time of that game. Mayor Jake Wilson will be there to throw out the first pitch for the Highlander opener at Trum Field. So make sure you come out to see the mayor. If you're not able to make it out to see him, make sure you check us out here in Somerville. Ed TV, you have mashed your buttons, you have liked, you have shared, you have subscribed, and you've signed up for the notifications so you know when we have live coverage and you know when we have posted our videos. We are above 3,500. Thank you so much for that. We are pushing for 4,000, so make sure you get those subscriptions up for us as we are about to get started here in the second quarter of action against the Crimson Tide. Teams change sides. Highlanders now going left to right on your TV, computer, or phone screen. As Antonelli on the face-off there tried to get it to Plata. Unfortunately, Highlanders weren't able to control as Vertiero breaks into the attacking zone. All the way back at that X position behind the goal, looking for the cutter. Damasceno was cutting in. Couldn't quite get it into the cross to control it. Now Camila Plata looking to pick up the ground ball, and she does. Antonelli taken to the ground behind the play. As Plata turns back to make sure Regan's okay, and then she'll continue her attack. As Plata into the attacking zone. Drops that one off. As Avery Baldwin got it down low. And that'll be a goal for the Highlanders. As Vienna Reichert Facilities able to pick that one up. Or it is Reichert.
Goal number 12, Vienna Reichert Facilities.
Reichert Facilities able to get on to the scoring ledger with her first goal, 6-1. Now the Highlander lead. Antonelli back into the face-off circle. Vertieri able to get control of it. Well, trying to. There she is. Or actually, that's Morales able to get control. Defense there by Plata, just basically face guarding the way the Highlanders are going about it. If the opportunity's there to check the cross, they seem to want to take it, but predominantly face guarding, preventing the passes. It's Vertiero. Defended by Antonelli. Looks to the interior, that's Morales. Morales unable to get control of it, finally gets the ground ball, but out of any sort of offensive danger. Plata with that close defense there. She's whistled, I think, for that. As the cross was up around the head area. Once again, inside that sphere. So Mirela will start action here. 10 minutes remaining in the half. Highlanders leading this one 6-1 as Raffkind comes out of her crease, able to take care of that one. Looking to drop it off to Antonelli. Now Antonelli as the Highlanders look to transition. Nice job there. Good pass to Mahoney. Lots of room for Leela Mahoney, and she has the speed to use it. She's into the attacking zone. Feeds Ilya Valdez. Valdez now cradling the ball. Fires it towards the net. Does it get behind? Yes, it does as it hits the back of the net, and Elia Valdez gets the goal for the Highlanders. Great shot there by Valdez as she tucked it in on the short side against Sequeira.
Number 30, Elia Valdez.
Highlanders lead it 7-1, 9:31 remaining here in the first half. Crimson Tide able to tie it up 1-1 way back when in the first quarter when Amanda Vertiero put a beautiful shot in. But the Highlanders have been able to control since then. As another face-off win goes to the Highlanders, Mahoney with it. Leela drops that one off to Plata. It's Camila now. Partially blocked as she tried to pass it out of her cross, but picked up by the Highlanders. As Avery Baldwin able to get that ground ball. Now Mahoney. Past one defender, spins away from the other one. Surveys the situation, looking for a possible pass, and gives it up to Plata. Cutter in the middle. That's Baldwin. That's Baldwin, though, shut down right in the middle. Nice defensive job there in the middle by the Crimson Tide. Lemus Pacheco did a great job attacking there defensively. 8:44 remaining here in the half. Timeout taken on the field. Keep it right here. Talk about all the great things we have coming up for you here on Somerville Ed TV. Noted that Mayor Jake Wilson will be at Trum Field on Wednesday, the 6th at 4:15 for the Highlanders baseball opener against the Lynn Classical Rams. We also will have Mayor Jake Wilson at the opener for softball as well, as the Highlander softball team will open their first game at Trum Field, the home opener. That will be April 13th, Monday, April 13th, against Medford at 4 o'clock. So make sure you come out. You can see Mayor Jake Wilson firing off the first pitch, both softball and baseball-wise, at Trum Field. As I scan the stands, I see the mayor himself, as a matter of fact, down there at the base of the bleachers, checking out the action here at Dilboy Stadium. Great to see him out. Saw him at the student staff basketball game as well last week. Well, got to congratulate the students, by the way. Tremendous effort by the students as they were able to defeat the staff for the first time in 4 years. I want to shout out Tommy Griffin, baseball player, one of the seniors on the baseball team. He hit some three-pointers down the line, crazy into that game. If you want to check it out, we've got it on Somerville Ed TV's YouTube channel, where you can like, share, subscribe, sign up for notifications as well. You'll know when we have special coverage like that student staff basketball game. It was crazy right at the end there. Three-pointers, both directions. It was absolutely awesome as the students were able to pull away. And the best part about it is you'll get the insight and information and knowledge of Indira the Edge Ivora if you watch that broadcast, because she joined me in the broadcast. It was fantastic to have the Somerville Assistant Athletic Director, the Edge, as she was known back in her basketball days, 1,000-point scorer for the Highlander girls basketball team. She really brought a lot to it. So check that out on our YouTube channel. Call Uncle Hardy. Make sure he's checking it out. He's in Altoona. He ain't got much to do. As the Highlanders pick up the turnover, it's Valdez into the attacking zone. Tight defense put on Elia. She tries to pass it back to Mahoney. She'll have to chase that down, and Leela's able to get it. 8:15 remaining in the half. Highlanders lead by 6, 7-1. As Mahoney tried to pass it out to Antonelli, Damasceno read that pass. Foul called against the Highlanders, against Antonelli, and just a continuation there is what it was, if you heard the whistle. As that ball bounding towards the goal, Rathkind unable to collect it. As they look for Vertiero right in front of the net. That one fired towards the net. Rathkind able to control it in the cross. Nice job there by Julia. Shot was actually by Isabella Bacallo. Pass out, though, knocked away. Everett gets the possession. 7:23 remaining in the half. It's Melissa Morales. Controls. Antonelli with the double team, along with Abby McDonald. And Antonelli able to steal that one away, and she gets it to Plata. You can see how important transition is in the game of lacrosse. So they get that forward to Riekert Facilities. Riekert Facilities gets it, looking for Plata. Plata now. Gives it off to Antonelli as they work around the perimeter. Now Mahoney. So Highlanders setting up their offense. Avery Baldwin now back at the X position. Everett, good defense there. As Cheryl Paul making herself a menace to the Highlanders. Whistle sounds. Highlanders will get the restart. Mahoney will restart it on the near side. Referees trying to get everybody in the correct location. As they'll work everybody around in that larger arc, that 15-meter arc. And I think they got it. Yes, it's like trying to hang a picture at your home. Every time you look at it, it looks like it might be a little off. It's Mahoney now, looking for the cutter. Antonelli on the interior. That pass blocked, though. Really good job there by Cheryl Paul. Good speed being shown here is Vertiero. As Plata now comes over to try to block her off. You cannot impede directly in front and knock down or cause any contact with the ball holder except cross to cross. Now Damasceno with it. 4:35 remaining in the half. Highlanders lead it by 6, 7-1. Damasceno working all the way around the perimeter back into the X position behind the net. Tries to find a cutter. Tosses it up. Looked like she was passing that one to Raffkind. As Raffkind easily able to get it into her cross, she tried to clear it out. It got blocked. Lost it out of the back of the cross on her second attempt to clear. And Everett will get the ball. As Vertiera will track down one of the extra balls along the edges. 4 minutes remain here in the first half. That one bounding in front of the net, picked up by Antonelli. Now Willa Brown with it. As Brown passes it looking for Plata. Plata will pick up the ground ball and move. Plata drops that one down. Now Baldwin driving in. Couldn't quite keep it in the cross. And Sequeira able to knock it to the side and prevent it from going in. Everett now looking to transition out of their defensive zone. As the pass gets to the ground, there's Antonelli again trying to pick it up. Plata ends up with it in the cross. Avoids the defender. Gets it to Mahoney on the near side. Stopped on her rush by Pacheco Lemus. Nice cut there by Baldwin as Avery fires that one just wide of the net on the near side. As Mahoney able to find Baldwin flashing in front of the net. Her redirection of that just goes wide. Now Everett is Damasceno trying to work her way all the way downfield. Highlanders called for the infraction, the blocking. 2:15 remaining here in the half. 7-1 is the Highlander lead. This second quarter scoring has been rare. There's one of the people who have scored this quarter, though. Riekert Facilities is Vienna. Breaking into the attacking zone. Gives it here to the near side. That's Martins. Anna Louisa Martins. And she loses that out of the back of the cross. Able to pick it up, though. Defended by Pacheco Lemus. As Riker Facilities unable to control that one. Ground ball. Unable to be picked up. And it will be Highlander ball as they will get the restart. Riekert Facilities with the restart. Looks to pass, gets Mahoney. It's Mahoney around behind the net.
1 minute left and a half. 1 minute.
Baldwin working it around the perimeter. Lily Foster in the game now, gives it back to Baldwin. Whistle sounds. We're going to have a illegal check there as Baldwin will be able to restart. Baldwin looking inside, finds Antonelli. Antonelli fires that one. Sequeira standing tall, not allowing the goal. Antonelli, though, drops that one off. And there is Riekert Facilities as Vienna Riekert Facilities gets her second goal of the game. .6 seconds remaining. Highlanders lead this one 8-1.
Number 12, Vienna Riekert Facilities.
See a lot of soccer players out there on the lacrosse pitch. Of course, Antonelli and Gamache, two of those two-time GBL champions in basketball the Highlanders have. Face off here is Antonelli. Against Vertiero. Ball is bouncing. Who will pick it up? Vertiero had it for a moment and she has control. And she's into the zone. Good speed there by Vertiero. Got to find a cutter or somebody to pass to. Again, nice job by Rathkind as she's able to intercept the pass coming out from behind the goal, coming out from that X position. It's Riekert Facilities. Couple ticks left, and that will do it for the first half of play. The Highlanders lead this one by the score of 8-1. Hat trick in the first quarter by Ava Davis. 2 goals in the game by Vienna Riekert Facilities. And 1 goal apiece for Emma Lounsbury, Regan Antonelli, and Elia Valdez. As the Highlanders lead this one 8-1. We will be back for second half action here on Somerville Ed TV in a moment. We are back here at Dilboy Stadium. I'm Todd Harmon on Somerville Ed TV as the Highlanders lead the Crimson Tide of Everett by the score of 8-1. We move to the second half of play. Highlanders winning the face-off there as Plato was able to come away with it. Out of bounds is where it goes as Rowan Buckley as well as Nicole Damasceno. Close to it was Damasceno. So Everett will start their possession. It's Damasceno. Looks to transition the ball by herself. Loses it for a moment out of the cross. Quick whistle. And it'll go over to the Highlanders as Damasceno called for the block there, blocking off Adriana DeGoyer. Now DeGoyer gives it up to Plata. It's Plata into the attacking zone, feeds Ilya Valdez. Valdez has a goal today. As DeGoyer now surveying the situation, looking for a cutter. Tried to get it to Lounsbury, but Davis there able to clean things up. Ava Davis, 3 goals in the game, leading scorer in the game. It's Plata back out to Lounsbury. Lounsbury feeds it back to Davis. Awkward pass for her to handle. And she may get called for the cover there. I think she will, covering up the ball. Let's see. No, actually, call goes against Everett. So Davis will get the restart here, and she will have 4 yards of space before a defender attacks. She feeds it right out to the top of the slot to Regan Antonelli. Back over to Plata. Plata basically playing kind of a point guard position here for the Highlanders as Damasceno with the check. Called for the infraction. So Plata will get the restart. Feeds it here near side to DeGoyer. Buckley and Lounsbury flash for a moment in front of the net. Now Plata. Good pass there from Valdez. Plata, though, unable to cut to the interior. There's Vertiero right there. There's DeGoyer going up against Vertiero. Screened off there was Vertiero by Davis. DeGoyer being marked very, very closely there. Highlanders will get it back. As Lindsay Shirachelle Paul called for that one. Highlanders unable to control it, but ground ball bounding about. Damasceno couldn't get it. Rowan Buckley did, and she knew what to do with it. No goal is going to be the call. As Buckley will be called for the infraction there, I guess. So no goal. 8-1 remains the Highlander lead, and now the Crimson Tide are on the attack as Vertiero through the neutral area. Gamache picks her up. Speed on speed there. Vertiero cuts back. Spins, trying to go get away from Nora. Passes across the goal mouth to Damasceno. Damasceno's shot blocked by Rafkind. Great job by Julia, as that was a good pass by Vertiero. A good finish attempt as well by Damasceno. She got it right on net. But Julia Rafkind there, able to stop it. Highlanders back on the attack now. As Valdez finds Davis. Davis feeds Buckley. Buckley back to Valdez. The Highlanders here. Plata, she'll drive in, fires that one, couldn't get it into the net. Another good job by Sequeira. Couldn't quite transition out, though, as Lounsbury got it. Looked to feed Valdez. Play has stopped for a moment. Highlanders will get the restart. 7:15 remaining in the third quarter. Valdez gives it off, and that is where the restart will be with Emma Lounsbury right at the top of the slot on that 15-meter arc. From the 15, you have to be addressed by a defender before you can shoot the ball. However, she can pass it. See Antonelli here on the left, who will be driving towards the net as well. And Lounsbury fires that one home. As the defense collapsed down on her, the senior Emma Lounsbury picks up her second goal of the game.
Somerville goal, number 10, Emma Lounsbury.
It's Lounsbury able to take that free shot. Breaking in from that 15-meter arc. Gets it right past Brianna Sequeira, and now the Highlander lead is 8 goals. As Antonelli and Vertiero back out in the face-off circle. Vertiero has been doing a nice job. She's won some face-offs here in the second half for the Crimson Tide, taking over for Damasceno. Antonelli able to win that face-off. She controls it. Good pass there. She drops that one off to DeGoyer. Now to Valdez, who will pick up the ground ball. Back out to Adriana. Plata now, top of the slot. Drops it off to Antonelli on the right side. There's Buckley with it. She's got Davis on the other side behind the net, who flashes in front. Buckley now looking for a cutter. So important to have activity without the ball on the lacrosse pitch. There's Lounsbury now. Fires it over. DeGoyer. Back over to Davis. Now flashing is going to be Antonelli, but Davis couldn't get it to her. Good defense there. As DeGoyer drops it over towards Buckley. Again, very strong defense. So I believe that's Damasceno mucking things up for the Highlanders. Highlanders called for the infraction, the blocking call, as Damasceno will get the restart. And Valdez called for the push-off. So Damasceno will have the opportunity here. Stolen away, Ava Davis. She's got 3 goals in this game. She goes in against the Crimson Tide defense. Overlap there by Buckley, but she'll drop it back with DeGoyer. Now DeGoyer finds a lane. She'll drive in, fires that one home to the back of the net. Or, nope, wiped off. It's a beautiful cut there by Adriana. I believe the infraction is going to go against the Crimson Tide, so DeGoyer will have to do it from the 15-meter arc. Or actually, that would be the 8-meter arc, the interior arc. Free shot here. She can drive in, she can pass, she can shoot, do whatever she wishes. As DeGoyer fires that one, Brianna Sequeira able to smother it. And now Sequeira trying to find some help, somebody moving to pass the ball to. No movement there in transition for the Crimson Tide, and Antonelli comes away with it. Plata inside looking for DeGoyer. Gets it knocked away. Plata now over to Lounsbury. Emma out wide on the right. Drops it down to Davis. Davis being defended tightly by Lindsay Shirashopal. Lounsbury spinning away from her defender. Looks to pass to Antonelli on the interior. Antonelli quickly smothered there by 3 defenders right on the inside. She had to drop it back out to Valdez. As the infraction there, I believe, will go against the Highlanders as Valdez is called for it after she lost it out of her cross. Vertiero now. Crimson Tide have struggled with the transition piece as Gamache flashing across is able to steal that one away for a moment, but it winds up in the cross of Laura Alves dos Santos. Whistle sounds as dos Santos made her break. And the Highlanders will get it back. Dos Santos called for the illegal block there. Now Valdez on the left wing. Looks to get it to Buckley, but a little behind Rowan. Out of bounds. Crimson Tide will get the restart. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders with the 8-goal lead. And yet again, Crimson Tide get the restart here. As Vertiero controls, knocked out of her cross, but she's able to scoop up the ground ball. Antonelli from behind. And she's going to get whistled for the hack there. As the check wound up on Vertiero's arm, not on her cross. Alves dos Santos unable to control. Ava Davis will come away with it. As Davis into the attacking zone. She's got 3 already in this game. Minute 20 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders with the 8-goal lead. As Antonelli will drive in. Fake the pass as she drives in and finds the back of the net. As Regan Antonelli got the first goal of the game, and now she's got her second goal in the game. With a minute 13 remaining here in the third quarter, Highlanders lead this one 10-8, or 10-1, I mean.
Somerville score number 21, Regan Antonelli.
Good job there by Antonelli. Face off yet again. Antonelli, Damasino. Whistle sounds. And Everett will get the restart. Actually, no, the Highlanders get the restart. I thought I saw the direction pointed by the referee was in the Crimson Tide direction, but instead the Highlanders have it as Camilla Plata breaking into the attacking zone. Tried to pass that one off. Looking for Nadia Giordano. Could not quite control. Giordano, one of the freshmen on the roster. Lots of freshmen on the roster. We'll get to see them out on the pitch, I am sure. Restart here by Laura Alves dos Santos. She plays that one forward. Now Gamache will knock it away for a moment, but it's picked up by Selena Fernandez-Duck. As now once again, Gamache is able to pick up the ground ball after Fernandez-Duck lost it out of her cross. Plays it forward to Davis. Davis has room to roam. 4 seconds remaining as Davis needs to be aware. Fired towards the net. I think she wanted to connect up with Antonelli, but Antonelli just couldn't quite get the cross directed to redirect that pass. And Sequeira is able to stop it before it goes into the net. Highlanders lead 10-1 after 3 quarters of play. As the fourth quarter will be coming up in a moment. Don't forget as well, here on Somerville Ed TV, we've got volleyball as well. As the Highlander boys volleyball team out to a 3-2 start this season. A 2-1 start in the GBL as they fell in 4 sets, I should say, at Revere. After a 5-set heartbreaking loss to Waltham Weston. That Waltham Weston game available on Somerville Ed TV. Check it out. The Highlanders up by 2 sets in that game. Looked for all the world like they were pulling the brooms out. And then Waltham Weston came storming back and were able to come back and win the final 3 sets. It is one heck of a volleyball game. But that volleyball team looking good. The Highlanders do, even with that loss and the loss to Revere. They are definitely going to be in contention for the GBL championship. Playoffs are also certainly a major probability with the volleyball team. Ozzie Marks, Eli Torlentes, Zach Swango, a couple of the leaders on that team, along with Julian Chetty as well, one of the other seniors on the team. Excellent season coming up for the volleyball team as they are 3-2, 2-1 in the GBL, looking to take the GBL championship away from Malden, last year's GBL boys volleyball champions. So the Highlanders, as we look across the spring season, boys lacrosse looking to get into the playoffs, coming off of that 7-11 season, 2 games shy of the playoffs last year. Girls lacrosse went to the playoffs. They're looking to get the GBL championship back. That's what these young ladies are doing. Baseball coming off a rebuilding season. We'll see what Coach O'Donnell has going on, but he has a tremendous player in Preston Ardolino, could possibly be the GBL MVP this season. Preston will be pitching as well as playing shortstop, along, of course, with Colin Bourne, Tommy Griffin as well, the seniors on that team, along with Owen Jones. So we will see what Coach O'Donnell's able to do with the Highlander baseball team this year, as they look to get back into the playoffs after a year away. We are underway here in the fourth quarter. Highlanders with the 10-1 lead. Layla Mahoney in the faceoff circle, and she's able to win it for the Highlanders. So we're going to get to see some of those freshmen I talked about out on the pitch right now. It's Mahoney. Drops that one off to Jennifer Gordon. She's one of those freshmen. There's now Avery Baldwin with it. Baldwin, top of the slot, surveys the situation. She'll pull it back out, drop it here to the left to Maria Ramos. Or strike that, that is Bailey DiCarlo. The DiCarlo name heard on the lacrosse pitch on the boys' side as well. As Mahoney brought it into the critical scoring area, then brought it right back out. Mahoney showing her speed. Good check there as it's knocked away from her cross. Baldwin, nice job grabbing the ground ball, as Baldwin will play it back out. Mahoney driving in, gets it checked out of the cross, couldn't quite get a shot off. Nice pass there. Baldwin just couldn't quite get it into the cross to redirect towards the net. As Riekert Facilities picks that one up, drops it to Mahoney. Adelaide Calvert now will get it. Gets past her cross. She's got to chase this one down. As Adelaide able to get that ground ball, another one of the freshmen is Calvert. So a lot of youth on this team, also a lot of veteran talent on this team. Is Mahoney, a junior, running the main offensive attack position here. Mahoney looks for the cutter. That's Baldwin. Couldn't quite cleanly get it into the cross. Ground ball is picked up, though, by DiCarlo. As that pass attempt blocked away. And DiCarlo is going to be whistled for the infraction, as the Crimson Tide will take it. And they're able to get it to Vertiero. Tried to pass that here to the near side, looking for Bacallo. Not quite able to connect up, and Anna Rice for the Highlanders will get the restart. Rice, another one of those freshmen. Rice passes that one forward, gives it off to Mahoney. Now you see Layla Mahoney. We know her speed. She pulls away from the Crimson Tide defender and into the attacking zone. Sidestep, drops it off. Riekert Facilities. As Vienna picks up the hat trick. 3 goals for Vienna Riekert Facilities. 11-1, 10-goal lead now for the Highlanders. 8:35 remaining on the clock, and the clock runs.
Somerville goal, number 12, Vienna Riegert Facilities.
Face off quickly here. Running clock now with the 10-goal lead for the Highlanders. 8:10 remaining, and it runs. It's Mahoney in the face-off circle. Vertiero, I should say, for the Crimson Tide. And the Highlanders able to come away with it as Avery Baldwin has it. Baldwin showing some speed as well into the attacking zone. Got Riegert Facilities there on the left, tries to feed her. Lost her cross as it was knocked out of her hand. Crimson Tide able to pick it up for a moment. Battling there is Lily Foster for the Highlanders. As the ground ball continues to bounce. Who can scoop it up? The answer to that for a moment was Bailey DiCarlo, but now it's back on the ground again. Nicole Damasceno sends that one downfield. As Bacallo trying to control, tried to pass it off to Vertiero, but instead Avery Baldwin comes away with it. As Baldwin into the attacking zone. Baldwin drops it off. Shot, put, into the back of the net. As Lily Foster will pick up the goal for the Highlanders. .6:44 remaining here. Clock rolls. Highlanders lead 12-1 after that goal by Foster. As we were tied at ones way back. Antonelli scored for the Highlanders to open the scoring. Then Vertiero got the goal for the Crimson Tide. Since then, it's been all Highlanders. 11 straight unanswered goals. They lead by 11. It's Mahoney back in the face-off circle against Damasceno. Baldwin now trying to scoop up the ground ball, and she will. Baldwin plays that one forward. Drops it to Bailey DiCarlo. As DiCarlo into the attacking zone. Back to Baldwin. And now Mahoney. As Layla spinning off the defender. Trying to split them as well. Instead, she'll move here to the near side. DiCarlo showing her speed there, able to get around the defender. Shot, tough angle there. And Sequeira able to control it. She drops it down in the goalie circle where Vertiero able to pick it up. Good speed there by Vertiero. Tries to find Damasceno off of her cross. Flashing across is Jennifer Gordon as Gordon picks up the ground ball. Now Mahoney feeds forward to DiCarlo. It's DiCarlo driving in. Good job keeping it in the cross as she cradles it there. Drops that off to Mahoney. 4:45 remaining, clock rolls. Anna Louisa Martins on the left side. Looks for the cutting Mahoney on the interior. Stolen away by Vertiero. Again, the transition out of the defensive end. Everett struggling with that. As Morales tries to get onto it. But instead, there's Mahoney. Gives it off to Calvert. As the pass from Calvert towards the middle. In between players. And Everett will get the restart as it goes off onto the track. 4 minutes remaining. Clock is rolling. Highlanders driving in now. As Lily Foster, she's already got a goal, does the sophomore. Feeds it out to Calvert. Calvert checked from behind, but the infraction is going to be called. So Calvert will get the start from that 15-meter arc. In that 15-meter arc, you have to have the opponent, the defenders addressing you, coming up to make a check before you can shoot. You can pass or you can run on the restart. It's Calvert. Looks to pass it off to the far side for Martins, and Louisa has to chase that down. She's able to pick up the ground ball. Under 3 minutes remaining. Martins now. Cuts it back to the interior. Splits some defenders there. Gets it knocked from the cross, though. As Damasceno picks up the ground ball, whistle sounds. As we have a goalie substitution going on here, 2:30 remaining, clock rolls. As Sequeiro will come out. She has played well, giving up 12 goals. I know that sounds kind of weird, but she's actually stopped some incredibly tough point-blank shots. Ali Apollonise into the goal for the Crimson Tide with 2 minutes remaining. It's Damasceno making her way through the neutral area. Anna Rice meets her there. Gets called for the infraction. Restart goes to the Crimson Tide. As Gordon picks up Damasceno. Damasceno looks for the cutter, Vertiero. Vertiero's shot blocked by Rathkind. Great job there. Actually, no, that's Lauren Lockowitz who's in. Goodness gracious, what a save there by the freshman Lauren Lockowitz. They snuck Lockowitz in. I didn't even see it. Sorry about that, Lauren. Minute 15 remaining. It's Vertiero. After being denied on the doorstep
1 minute.
by Lockowitz. Tries to pass. As Damasceno has it now. On the far side. Number 27, Ingrid Wilson in there trying to pick up the ground ball. I think we know why the mayor's here now. Not just his love of Somerville athletics, although that also is a portion of it. 34 seconds remaining. The ball rolls out of play. Clock rolls. It's Maria Ramos recognizing there's traditionally no out of bounds in the tradition of the Native American game where this began. Goes ahead and plays on the track. Highlanders get the ball. Anna Rice fields that one, and that will do it for this one. The Highlanders come away with a 12-1 victory. It was tied up at 1.1-1. Highlanders 11 unanswered goals after that. As Ava Davis as well as Vienna Riekert facilities go for hat tricks. Each one of them do 3 goals apiece. 2 goals for Regan Antonelli, 2 goals for Emma Lounsbury, 1 for Lily Foster, and 1 goal for Ilya Valdez as the Highlanders begin their GBL season 1-0 with the 12-1 win over the Crimson Tide. Highlanders looking to get back that GBL championship that Medford was able to take away last year. They are 1-2 overall, but 1-0 in the GBL. As that will do it for us here today from Dilboy Stadium. Highlanders coming away with the victory. Thank you so much for watching at home. We really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bill Trudell, he is on camera. Joe Constantine, he's our director. My name is Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Girls Lacrosse on Somerville EdTV.